It is,
Yeah. But let's talk about learn to code, right? And why are people being suspended for tweeting hashtag learn to code?
So there was a situation, I guess about a month ago or so, where a number of journalists were receiving a variety of tweets, some containing learn to code, some containing a bunch of other coded language that was wishes of harm. And we also learned that there was a targeted campaign being organized off our platform to abuse and harass these journalists.
That's not true. Right?
I literally can't believe it. Just when I'm like, okay, I've got like one other video about the Elon v. Twitter thing. Like literally, I was going to record a different video altogether. And then Elon sends out yet another tweet. This after yesterday absolutely torching Twitter's top attorney, who was crying at the company meeting after being humiliated on Joe Rogan's podcast all those years ago by Tim Pool. Not only did Elon point out the hilarious left-wing bias in their blocking of the stories, Twitter locking out the New York Post when they wrote the story that we now know is true, which we knew true was that what was true then about Mr. Biden's son. He just called her out again. Like, there's no way this woman has a job anymore. Like, there's just no way. And the memes that are coming out are absolutely hilarious. And so great that I couldn't think of a better sponsor for this video, Meta PCs. Huge shout out to this video sponsor, Meta PCs. Look, you've been around, you know that I've been talking about Meta PCs for a very long time. In fact, it's the primary computer I use. But it's not just because they're a sponsor. It's for so many more reasons. They have fully customizable, configurable PCs and all the hardest to find parts in stock and ready to go. They also have ready to ship PCs ready for you today. Here's a couple of reasons why I like Meta PCs. First and foremost, it's veteran ownership. Meta PCs is a veteran-owned business. One of Meta's owners has served both in Afghanistan and Iraq and received a Purple Heart for his service. Meta also employs military veterans in Meta's operations center and also provides systems to veterans going back to school to help them re-enter the workforce all across the United States. They offer financing. It has 100% US-based sales and support. And when you receive your PC, it's ready to go right out of the box. So you don't have to get complicated and set things up. You just plug it all in and you're ready to rock. And on top of that, Meta PCs is offering you, my viewer, a huge discount when you use the link in the description or you use promo code TheQuartering. If you use my code at checkout, not only do you save money, but you support my content and a company that will not bow to cancel culture. So maybe you're not ready to pick up a new computer today, but when you are, remember to go to metapcs.com and use promo code TheQuartering to support me and to save money. And everybody wins. Hey, you might not be ready right now. Maybe you're a gamer, maybe you're not. It's the computer I use, the computer I recommend to everybody, and then they are the company that stands and stood by me as many tried to get them to get rid of me. So I greatly appreciate it. When you're ready, check them out. Twitter executive accuses Musk of misogyny for criticizing firm's top lawyer over her, quote, incredibly inappropriate censorship of Joe Biden's son's computer story. But Elon continues going after Twitter and points out Trump's Truth Social is actually beating it. Elon Musk was accused of misogyny by Twitter executive Tuesday after two of her female executives at Twitter were singled out for criticism from the new owner of the company and his supporters. Lara Cohen, Twitter's global head of partners, reacted with anger to Musk and his followers being mean to the firm's top lawyer, Vijaya Gadde, and chief marketing officer, Leslie Berland. Is the guy who literally owns the company not allowed to provide feedback? Are his employees allowed to just publicly drag him and make him look bad, and he's not allowed to make a comment? Why? There are over 7,000 employees at Twitter, and I'm just certain that many of them would crave the one-on-one attention from their CEO. Color me shocked that people are coming for two of our prominent female executives on day one of this thing, she tweeted. Of course, it's about their gender and not the censorious left-wing bias that they have. Musk himself took aim at Twitter's top lawyer for censoring stories about Joe Biden's son's computer after it was reported that she sobbed at the news that he bought the firm. Does that sound like somebody who's been unbiased? Does that sound like somebody who is trustworthy? The supporters leaked audio footage of the all-hands video link meeting Monday with questions from staff being asked by Chief Marketing Officer Leslie Berland. I read in real-time questions that come in from our employees. Berland later tweeted, I explained, it's always open and unfiltered. An audio clip of me reading was leaked, edited, and misrepresented as my company's views. I think that that's probably fair. It's probably just her job to just read the questions, and that's fine. And then you see, yet Gaddy and Berland were not the only ones in the spotlight. Musk himself also singled out Jim Baker, Twitter's lawyer, after conservative commentator Mike Cernovich called out Baker's work. Quote, Twitter lawyer Jim Baker, when general counsel of the FBI personally arranged a meeting between the FBI and Michael Sussman. In this meeting, Sussman presented fabricated evidence in the Alpha Bank matter, Cernovich tweeted. Elon replied, this is who is inside, tweets at Elon, this is who is inside Twitter. He facilitated fraud. Musk then replies, sounds pretty bad. Musk continued of his criticism on the platform that he's by, noting that more people were downloading Donald Trump's rival, True Social, than Twitter. True Social is currently beating TikTok and Twitter on the App Store. He said, well, again, to be fair, everyone already has Twitter. But what's interesting is this article leaves out the other thing here. So Vijaya Gaddy, the top censorship advocate at Twitter, who famously gaslit the world on Joe Rogan's podcast and censored Joe Biden's son's computer story, is very upset about Elon Musk's takeover. And you see here, Twitter's top lawyer reassures staff and cries during meeting about Elon's takeover. Well, you may remember that name as the person who went on Joe Rogan Experience and got absolutely crushed by Tim Pool. Elon actually replying to this tweet directly saying, suspending the Twitter account of a major news organization for publishing a truthful story was obviously incredibly inappropriate. Wow. Wow. And then, there are a few people in here who work for Twitter that tried to justify it, but we all know why they did it. We all know why they did it. We all know why they tried to bury that story long enough for things to cool down, so to speak. And then Elon just tweeted this. I can't believe he actually tweeted it. Here's an example of using Tim and her. Here's an example of Twitter's left-wing bias. We have to take context into consideration. Twitter's interpretation of this context is affected by their left-wing bias. I would need to see an example of that. Here's an example of that, of their left-wing bias. Like, just absolutely pointing out exactly what everybody knows. And then she went and whined and complained here, as compiled by Data Racer. Twitter safety executive Vijaya Gaddy sent these 3 tweets to the journalist herself to smear Elon Musk. They were all screen captured within 1 minute of being posted at a similar time on 3 different posts. None, of course, done by Elon Musk. Kind of a sloppy hit job. Here's David Lee, who's kind of like, obsessed with Elon and, trying to bring him down using his blue check mark. Moments after Elon Musk publicly criticized the work of Twitter policy exec Vijaya, her mentions are full of hateful tweets. Is this how he plans to run the company? Yes, I hope so. By the way, someone's saying F you, just quit. And all within, very, very soon. Now, I'm sure that she's the one that sent this. And, to be honest, obviously, I don't think that that's okay. I have a feeling that she's probably privated her Twitter account now. Let's see. It's Vijaya Babu. I don't remember exactly. Vijaya Gaddy. Sorry, why did I think Babu? That's like. Did I do a racism there? I don't know why I thought Babu. I was thinking of Seinfeld. Apologies. Unintentional. So it's at Vijaya. Okay. Vijaya. Am I blocked? Am I blocked? It looks like I'm blocked. No. She's just hidden from search. Okay. So, I mean, look, I think this person, by the way, who isn't active on Twitter, who appears to be perhaps a pilot, so good on her. I believe she is a political hack. I believe that she enforces rules based on her own political beliefs. I believe that there is a left-wing bias at Twitter, and that is no longer in doubt. By the way, this whole Jim Baker thing is another Twitter lawyer. So Elon, I just don't think Elon, I think he's got to be careful here. Every time he tweets about something, people are going to say that that's going to end his deal. That's going to make his deal fall apart. I don't think it will. Twitter staff has been told that their jobs are safe for 6 months after the transfer of ownership is expected to take. But after that, workers like her are likely to be among the first to get the boot. She was pivotal in the decision to ban Donald Trump from the platform for inciting unrest, and also played a key role in the decision to remove the New York Post account when they tweeted their reporting of Joe Biden's son's computer story. Twitter initially froze the New York Post's main account after it published a story and demanded it delete tweets linking to the articles. It justified the ban by citing a prohibition of distributing hacked materials before backing down when the story was proven to be legitimate. Yeah, but they only needed to hold on for just long enough. They only needed to hold on just long enough to have an issue to sway the election. They only needed to hold on just long enough for that. And it's so obvious. It's just so obvious. And what's interesting to me is how this is all going to kind of play out. It's going to be interesting to see if he just goes to war with them. What that looks like. Is he going to lay low? Well, I don't think so. I don't think that that's going to happen. And by the way, we're discussing this all in real time in my Gilded server, which is like a freer speech, non-woke version of Discord. There's over 7,000 members in here. It's totally free. There's no ads in there. Just a live chat place for you to connect with other viewers of the channel. I will put a link in the description to join the server. It's just a piece of software you download. It's not some fly-by-night company. I think the company that owns Roblox created it. I just chose to leave Discord after they targeted my server with some garbage woke stuff, and it looked like they were going to ban me for spurious political reasons. So definitely consider joining the Gilded. It would be awesome. I pop in here from time to time. My editors are all in here. A lot of my subscribers are in here. Find people to play games, talk about today's news, all in real time. Mobile app, desktop, totally free. Not sponsored, but I would love for you to be in that community. Link will be in the description. Hope you enjoyed this video. We'll talk to you again real soon.